I want to begin with the DMK spokesperson first, Mr. A. Saravanan. What is the reason with which DMK right now stands alone? Tamil Nadu stands as the only state which is refusing to adopt the new education policy, the three-language policy. What is the reasoning, sir? Mr. Saravanan, can you hear me? We are having a bit of an audio problem with Mr. A. Saravanan, but let me quickly cut across to Sanju Verma, national spokesperson, BJP. Sanju Verma, the fact is the DMK-run Tamil Nadu has never adopted Hindi even as an option. Even earlier on, while under the Rajiv Gandhi and Indira Gandhi, the education policy, even then the DMK and Tamil Nadu has stuck to the two-language policy because then English was considered a native language. This time around, Sanju Verma, it seems the government has dug in its heels. Why stop funding? You've stopped funding to an extent of 5,000 crores to Tamil Nadu and education until and unless they adopt the three-language policy entirely.
You know, Preeti, first and foremost, let's get one thing very, very clear. Education is under the concurrent list of the Indian Constitution, via the 42nd Amendment way back in 1976. And if you look at past conventions, whenever there has been a dispute between the center and the state, it is the writ of the center, writ of the union government, the Modi government in this case, which has prevailed or shall prevail. Point number one. Point number two, be it NK Stalin, be it Kani Modi, or for that matter Rahul Gandhi, this entire Jamaat, they wave the red book of the constitution at the drop of a hat on the floor of the parliament saying, हम तो जी संविधान के लिए खड़े हैं, भारतीय जनता पार्टी के कारण संविधान खतरे में है, लोकतंत्र खतरे में है, गणतंत्र खतरे में है. Today I want to ask these self-declared, beacons of constitutional propriety. Do you remember what Baba Saheb Ambedkar said? He is the father of the Indian Constitution, and Article 343 of the Indian Constitution, fathered by Baba Saheb Ambedkar, clearly states, listen carefully, that Hindi in Devanagari script is the official language of the Indian Union. While I agree that under the 8th schedule of the Indian Constitution, there are 22 official languages. Please understand that while Article 343, out of those 22 languages, the Constitution clearly says Hindi may not be our Rashtra Bhasha, but Hindi is certainly, very categorically, our Raj Bhasha. Hindi in Devanagari script is the official language of the Indian Union. DMK wale kaan kholkar ye baat sun lijiye. And my final point, Preeti, is this. Please read Article 347, 348, 349, but most importantly, Article 351 also. Because all these articles pertain to how disputes will be resolved should center and states not see eye to eye with each other on the key matter of education. Article 351 of the Constitution clearly says, and I'm quoting as verbatim, that it is not only incumbent upon the Union government, but it shall be incumbent upon all the states of the Indian Republic and the Union territories of the Indian Republic to promote, preserve Hindi language, as Hindi is the official language. So I want to ask the DMK, you don't respect Article 343, you don't respect Article 348, you don't respect Article 351, and then you say, you have the audacity to say, oh, we are being marginalized, oh, we are being victimized, oh, we are being penalized.
Sanju Verma, I'm going to come right back to you. Okay, allow me to open the debate, and when I come back to you, I'm going to ask you one question. Maybe you can mull over it, and you're very right, Sanju Verma, when you say that Hindi is the official language under the Constitution, but under the same Constitution, in the same line, it says Hindi and English are the official languages where India is concerned. And when you say that, today under the NEP you've relegated English to a foreign language. So if it was an official language, then how is it a foreign language today? I'll come back to you and we'll circle back to it. But I want to bring in A. Saravanan into this conversation. And A. Saravanan, the question that I ask you is, you stand isolated today where Tamil Nadu is concerned. You're the only state that hasn't implemented the NEP. Every other state in the south has gone ahead. Even your own ally, 2 Congress-run states, have adopted the three-language policy.
Yeah, Preeti, we are not isolated. We are standing proud. We are standing tall that we have rejected this national education policy, which has to be consigned to the dustbin. What it does not promote education. If you follow national education policy, you will be taken 100 years back. It is regressive. It promotes Sanskrit. It promotes vocational training. It promotes entrance examination. Only that. It gives importance to only that. And to point out, one of the avowed objects of the national education policy is to make 50% the gross enrollment ratio of our country by 2030. In Tamil Nadu, the gross enrollment ratio is already 47%. So what are we talking? Why should we follow? The education policy which we followed has already achieved one of the objects of the national education policy. Then why should we follow this national education policy which gives us the third language? And with to respect to all the BJP spokespersons and all the BJP leaders, there is a legislation called the Official Languages Act 1963, which says English and Hindi will continue to be the official languages of this country. And the Official Language Rules 1976, which says this is not applicable to the state of Tamil Nadu. It has carved out an exception to the state of Tamil Nadu. When you quote a constitutional provision and say, follow Hindi, this is what we call as Hindi majoritarianism. We say we don't want that. If you want, see, we are not against Hindi. There are Hindi prachar sabhas. We love Hindi languages. We watch Hindi movies. We love Shah Rukh Khan. We love Salman Khan. We love all the other Bollywood superstars. We love Bollywood songs. But can you shove it down our throat? If you do that, we will oppose it. We have no problem in anybody studying Hindi here. The BJP is what the BJP is doing here is saying, if you are not studying Hindi, I will not give you 2,100 crores. The problem arises there. And that is why
so they've stopped the money flow. We'll come back to that.
We will oppose the BJP.
Mr. Sarvanan, allow me to get in Deepak Reddy Gunapati, spokesperson TDP, ally of the BJP, standing firm with the BJP where the three-language policy is concerned. Mr. Gunapati, it's a risk possibly that you're taking because even though the other southern states might have implemented the three-language policy, they're very, very vocal against it. They feel it's Hindi imposition, and this popularly by the people, of that side of the Vindhya will not be accepted.
A very good evening, Preeti. Love to be part of this debate because I want to expose the hypocrisy of DMK. They are not speaking on behalf of South India because each of us have our own minds and our own policies. Let me tell you one thing. It's very clear looking at the history, they have been milking this issue for their benefit for too long. I mean, if you see the politics what DMK is playing, it's purely on the basis of language, caste, religion and region. So this is what has made them be in power for so long. I think the people of Tamil Nadu should realize that they've been taken on a ride for too long. Now let me show you one geo which has been issued by government of Andhra Pradesh just this month, geo number 121. What this says is, apart from the three-language policies, there is a lot of scope for employment in Europe. So we're getting in around 11 international languages also to be part of our curriculum for those who want to go abroad and learn. So not just the Indian languages, the three. So when Chandrababu Naidu ji was asked the same question, our chief minister, he said, what's wrong in learning another language? The people of our state will have opportunities to go work in other parts of India also.
Okay.
So this is an attitude. So you can look at two states which are both neighboring states, the way it is politicized by one state for their political benefit and a progressive state like Andhra Pradesh, which is looking at it in a way to benefit the students so that they can have better careers in the future. One last thing. If you see the bordering districts to Tamil Nadu and Karnataka, the schools in Andhra Pradesh teach Tamil and Kannada. So the students have a choice. They can choose any of the two Indian languages. But the people of DMK, the leaders of DMK, try to politicize this purely for their political interest. And they suffer from either slave mentality.
I'll circle back to you. Allow me to go to the other two panelists. I want to bring in Bhavya Narasimhamurthy. Telangana, Andhra, together but so very different. You both might have adopted the three-language policy, but the TDP in Andhra very clearly sees this as an opportunity, an option, where the people can possibly learn a link language which links them to the north. You've adopted the language in Telangana, you've adopted the language in Karnataka, but you continue to maintain that this, somewhere down the line, is Hindi imposition.
You know what is imposition? Calling a whole state as uncivilized just because they do not agree with you. Holding them at ransom that if you don't implement this, we are not going to give you the funds. This is totally against the Constitution. Why do we even have 3 lists in the Constitution? Union list, state list, and the concurrent list? Because we know our jurisdiction. When it comes to concurrent lists, both of them have to agree to it. One cannot hold the other at a ransom. What the Modi government is doing is blackmail here. That's imposition. You cannot force it on us. You cannot shove it down our throat. The Hindi imposition. If we agree, we agree. Now, to the TDP spokesperson there, DMK might not represent the whole South, but they definitely represent the whole South's feelings. You're talking about, European countries, these people go, so you're teaching. That's good. Good, you're doing all that. But do you even know how many people from North migrate to Karnataka looking for jobs? Starting from software jobs to even selling pani puris. Why don't you introduce Kannada there? If it's about economic opportunity, it's their choice. They want to learn. You cannot push it down. You cannot force them to learn Hindi. There is no need to learn Hindi for us. We are the second from Karnataka. I'm speaking for Karnataka. You forcing us to celebrate Hindi Divas. Why? Why should we? Does the whole India celebrate Kannada Rajyotsava? Why should we celebrate Hindi Divas? Why are every central government officers asked to celebrate Hindi Divas? Isn't this imposition? Why is Hindi totally special compared to other languages? What's the whole point?